Hi there, welcome to Sported. I'm Shane. So another week sees another terrible week for Liverpool. Some pundits calling for Arne Slot to be sacked, some calling for patience. So we'll get into that and we'll get into what Jamie Carragher has said via Sky Sports. And also Cristiano Ronaldo, unbelievable from FIFA, but is it surprising? He's been cleared to play at the World Cup. His 3-game ban has been reduced to a 1 game, which has already been served. And perfectly lines up FIFA and Ronaldo for the World Cup. Absolute farce. So we'll talk about that as well, and then dive into the fixtures and predictions for the weekend. But let's discuss Liverpool once again, painfully so. So Jamie Carragher has said via Sky Sports, Arne Slot has a week to save his job at Liverpool, according to Jamie Carragher. Liverpool are in their worst run of form for 71 years after Wednesday's, it says harrowing, but I'll say embarrassing, 4-1 defeat to PSV in the Champions League at Anfield, handing Slot a 9th loss in 12 games. Not good. The Premier League champions, who sit 12th in the table after 12 matches, face a trip to West Ham on Sunday before games against promoted sides Leeds and Sunderland. So Carragher has said anything fewer than 7 points will make an already unacceptable situation untenable. Arne Slot has a week to save his job. No matter how much goodwill the manager has, Liverpool Football Club cannot sustain the drop in standards witnessed over the past 3 months. No one knows better than me how much that reality will be hurting everyone connected with the old club. Liverpool do not willingly sack coaches, especially those that bring great success. After Slot won the Premier League in his first season, he seemed destined for a long stay on Merseyside too. Now, just 6 months later, he is hanging on. And some stats here, it's not looking good, is it? So Liverpool have lost 9 of their last 12 games in all competitions. Their most defeats over a 12-game spell since November 1953. Liverpool have also lost 3 consecutive games in all competitions by a margin of 3+ goals for the first time since December 53. So they are not records that you want. It is fallen off a cliff. Absolutely fallen off a cliff, isn't it? And it's hard to pinpoint where exactly it's gone wrong. In particular, it's a multiple areas. There's the Jota thing, we've gone over it again, but you can't keep using that as an excuse because some of the players, they didn't even know him. You know, you think it would motivate some players, but you don't know how it does affect them. There's no way of tangibly knowing it, how long and how much it affects the players. But there's one thing that you can't use an excuse for, and that's effort and running around the pitch and tackling and harassing and winning balls. And if you're winning second balls, and if you're not playing well, just do the basics right. And they're not even doing that, not defending. They're not working hard. They're not outrunning the opposing team. And that's something Liverpool are always great at, pressing, regaining the ball high up the pitch and then, counter-attacking or, press from the front. So I don't know. I don't buy into this whole Jota excuse, really. It will affect people, but you can still do the basics right. You can still go around smashing people, tackling people, making Liverpool hard to beat, and they're not. They're too open. So you've also got the new signings haven't bedded in well, apart from Ekitike. The rest look like they're finding their feet, or they've been injured, or they're out of form, or all of it. So many reasons, but what cannot happen is this cannot continue, and he will lose his job if he doesn't win. I'd say at least 2 of these games, maybe Jamie Carragher's right, 7 points from 9, then I'm sure they're already looking at alternatives. I'm sure any club always has the next manager or managers, certainly a list in mind should the unthinkable happen and we lose more games from these 3 games, which we should be winning against West Ham, Sunderland and Leeds, I believe it is. So we'll see, but it's not looking good. It just can't happen at Liverpool. It can't happen at any club, but especially after you spent this amount of money. Do you look at the recruitment team? Have they bought, square pegs for round holes? The team looks unbalanced now. Have they bought too many strikers, too many attackers, not enough midfielders? It all looks so disjointed now, doesn't it? Of course it would do, because we're losing games. But the recruitment team, they need looking at. Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. Was it Arne Slot's decision? I'm guessing he's a coach, so he'd have some kind of say with the signings. But ultimately, I think it would be data. The data that Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards are renowned for. They'd be data-driven signings. But they've also got to sit down, draw those teams out. What players we're buying, where are they going to play, how do they play? Because there's zero chemistry at the moment, and that's quite rare, isn't it? The last lot that we bought Szoboszlai, Endo, McAllister. We bought a whole new and Gravenberch, and they came in and kind of more or less all hit the ground running. Good players, they figure it out, but at the moment it's not looking that way, which is strange and scary. So we'll see. Moving on though, gladly, Cristiano Ronaldo. What is going on? I mean, yes, we all love the guys, or we don't, but we've got respect for him even if you don't love him. But come on. Come on, this absolutely stinks, doesn't it? Of favoritism, corruption, and FIFA just doing what they want, making it up as they go along. You can't have the rules and have Ronaldo banned for 3 games, but because it coincides with the World Cup and FIFA want to sell tickets, they want Messi there, they want Ronaldo there, and they want bums on seats. We all do, of course we do, but it's not fair to have one player. You've got Otamendi, who's now raising his hand saying, wait a minute, if Ronaldo's not banned for 3 games, what about me? Because he stands to miss 2 games in the World Cup as well. And Ronaldo, he's cozied in with Infantino, who I just don't like at all. I don't trust. We don't trust FIFA. They've got a bad track record anyway. So with Sepp Blatter, and they're just not doing themselves any favours. I think it's disgusting. If Ronaldo's banned, he should be banned. You shouldn't say, oh, well, no, it's the first time he's been sent off, so he should be given, a pass, or it should be lenient, or it's an extenuating circumstance. No, it's not. The rules are the rules. If you're banned, you are banned. It doesn't matter if you're Otamendi or Ronaldo. And what message are you sending out to people as well? This just doesn't look good. It stinks of corruption. It stinks of just making it up as they're going along to fill their pockets. That's essentially it, isn't it? They want to make as much money as they can from the World Cup, and that includes Ronaldo playing. So, rightly so, pundits, players coming out, can't believe it. Can't believe Infantino, for me, is just not an honourable man. He's not a trustworthy man. He shouldn't be head of FIFA. They need to replace him. Don't like the guy. He is shady. And this decision just highlights the fact they make it up to suit themselves, and it just can't be allowed. There needs to be independent regulators to stop this nonsense, which is affecting the game. And it's just become pure business. The game is pure business, and the beautiful side of it is secondary, the actual game. So, not happy. Although it's Ronaldo, and you want him to go out on the crest of a silver wave, and go out in a blaze of glory and have a great last World Cup. But come on, you can't bend the rules just for one and not the other. It's one rule for one. It's one rule for everybody. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. What do you think? Anyway, right, on to the fixtures. So this weekend, Premier League, we have kicking off 3 o'clock on Saturday. We have Brentford playing Burnley. Fancy Brentford for that one. Home win. Man City then play Leeds. Fancy Man City there. Sunderland are playing Bournemouth at 3. I fancy a draw with that one. 5:30 kickoff sees Everton against Newcastle. I fancy Newcastle for that one. And the late kickoff on Saturday is Tottenham Hotspur against Fulham. And I fancy a draw for that one as well. And then going on to Sunday's fixtures, we have Crystal Palace at 12 o'clock playing Man United. Fancy a draw with that one. Lots of draws so far. And then 5 minutes past 2, you've got Villa. Very specific time, isn't it? 5 minutes past 2. Aston Villa against Wolves. It's the Midland Derby. Fancy Villa for that one. Forest against Brighton. Fancy a draw there. West Ham, Liverpool. Oh, key for Arnie Slot. Fancy, oh God, heart overhead. It's West Ham. A Liverpool win. I might be stupid with that one, but there we go. Is hoping. It's the hope that kills you, isn't it? And then lastly, the late kickoff on Sunday, 4:30, is Chelsea Arsenal, and I just can't see anything but an Arsenal win there. They don't concede many, although Chelsea are on the up at the moment, but I fancy Arsenal just to shade that. Probably another boring 1-0 to the Arsenal, because they never concede. And it's probably going to be another set piece. But there you go. What do you think? Do you think Arnie Slot's on thin ice? Do you think it's the next 3 games and bust for him if he loses any of those games? Is he out? Who do you think they should get in? Is he safe till the end of the season? Let me know your comments. Ronaldo, what do you think about Ronaldo? Absolute farce for me. Do you think they should make an exception of him and free him up? They have done, but do you agree with it? And fixtures for the weekend. What do you think? Liverpool against West Ham. Are they going to win? Are West Ham going to do what they want? Are they going to put a nail in the coffin of Arnie Slot? We'll see. But yeah, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video. God, I'm worried about this weekend. But yeah, have a good weekend. Good luck, whoever you're supporting, and stay tuned for more.